All right, welcome back, art students. We're on the next part now with our birch bark canoe, and my birch bark canoe is kind of in a time frame where it's easy to just kind of carve into it a little bit, so I'm going to work on some of the details in it. It's starting to harden a little bit more, which is perfect time for doing some carving. So I'm going to carve in some of the details here on the side of my canoe, something that resembles some of the ideas that we followed when drawing this. Okay, so I am going to do lots and lots of stitching. So there's stitching right along here on the top plate and the gunwales. So you want to do, like, I would say 3, I'll try to get nice and close for you, so like 3 little lines there, space out, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it's kind of like drawing on your canoe, and as you draw, little parts will just kind of carve away. So 1, 2, and 3. You gotta wipe away the little crumblies. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Notice that there's some space in between my stitching, and I'm doing them in groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, almost there. Alright, so that kind of gives the appearance that this is the black spruce roots stitching that was done there. There's more black spruce roots stitching kind of to form the panels. Now, remember the panels are about 2 feet apart, so there's about right there to right there, and then we'll go down here, and then we'll do the same thing over here, so about 2 feet apart, so right about there. And that one would probably be right about there. Okay. Then there were multiple boards, so I am going to draw a line that kind of separates these all apart. Then, once I've drawn this out, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 vertical lines, and I have 1 long stretching horizontal line that kind of goes through the middle of them. Then we're going to put lots of stitching all over the lines there. So I'm going to go do some stitching that follows the lines there. So you want your stitches to run the opposite direction of the line. So this is a vertical line, so my stitches will go horizontally like this. Okay, this line is horizontal, so my stitch lines have to go vertical. They should be opposite of each other in direction. Alright, looking good, getting close. And nice, okay. Then there was some stitching that was done along the front and back side of the canoe, so I'm just going to go ahead here and put some stitching back here. Back side of the canoe. There was some stitching over here. I'm going to get fancy and do a pattern over here, like a zigzag pattern. Maybe I can paint it in really cool when we're doing the painting part, which will be next. And then there's some stitching. Stitch, 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 stitch. And there we go. All right, so those are, the stitching gives it more detail in the actual surface of the canoe. All right, you can see here all the stitching is done. See how that looks? Cool. Then you just simply gotta let it air dry. Just let it sit out, dry, and then when it's dry for you in the next few days, we will paint it. Cool, good job. I'll see you in the next video when it's ready to paint. Until next time, see you later.